Morning Scone presented by Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, and Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. Do business with someone you know, Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. All right, y'all. Hope you had a great weekend. Monday's here. Found out yesterday that five-star receiver out of Calicut, Shelton Sampson, he has set his commitment date. He will commit on Saturday, the 6th at 3:06 over at Catholic High. So he wears jersey number 6. I was told that's why he's doing it like that. So on the 6th at 3:06 at the Catholic High gym. I'm sure it'll be streamed everywhere, but significant, obviously. I mean, he's the next five-star great one. Like we talk about, kid from Baton Rouge, offers from everybody. It's down to LSU, Bama, A&M, and Florida State. So can you fend off Jimbo and his gigantic checkbook and NIL money, and can you fend off Saban and all the championship rings? And I don't know why Florida State, but whatever. Let's see. So it would be massive to get him. If you look at all the Shelton stays stuff, started trending, which was really cool to see. That has to make an impression. I mean, he's the number 33 overall prospect in the 247 composite. He's a 4-star. I'm sorry, he's a 5-star. He's number 4 wide receiver, number 3 player in Louisiana, behind just Arch Manning and Derek Williams. So let's see. All of the crystal balls that are in on 247 are projecting him to pick LSU. So we'll find out on Saturday. So, all right, man, y'all fire away. Saints are back on the practice field today. Pads today for the Saints. We do have football this weekend, incredibly. The Hall of Fame game is this weekend. So we will get a chance to see. It's not a great game. Who is it? It's Thursday. Come on. Why don't you tell me who's playing the game? There it is. Jacksonville and the Raiders. So, Jacksonville, interesting. Trevor Lawrence. I think Jacksonville could be interesting this year. Get Travis Etienne back off of injury. They have to be more stable now with Marone than with not Marone, Peterson than with Herb. And the Raiders, of course, they add Devontae Adams, big offseason acquisition. Let's see. All right. Say some good morning, see what y'all got. David Coslin, good morning. Caleb Clark, Brian Wynn, Kelly Gross, Shelby Kelly. Does Deshaun's 6-game suspension have any effect on the possible Kamara suspension? So, no. I don't know why you'd ask that. Are you saying, if Watson's transgressions were more severe, would he get less of or more stringent a punishment than Kamara? I don't think so. I think that's just the league's policy. So I'm not surprised that it's 6 games. It kind of seemed like it was going to be light yesterday when the NFLPA said, hey, let's all just agree to abide by this. So Watson gets 6 games. Probably should have put that in the description there, but no, I don't, Shelby. I mean, best case for Kamara, I think, is they decide he had nothing to do with it, but I think when you're on video and video shows what it shows, he's going to get something. Glenn Laurie, good morning. Dustin Bolello, hey Dad, good morning. Of greater significance, quite honestly, with the Watson thing is, the reason we've talked about it during the off season is because the Saints play the Browns this year. So, if the Saints were going to face the Saints play Browns in Week 16. So if Watson had been suspended for the year, that's massively significant because then the Saints wouldn't have faced Deshaun Watson. Now that he's going to be suspended 6 games, we know he'll be back by the time the Saints play him on the road in Cleveland. That probably does change my opinion of that game. Of going on the road in Cleveland Week 16 with Watson there. Hey, Dad. Good morning, Kerry Hughes. Good morning. Where do you think Sampson is leaning? I do think he's leaning LSU. I can't tell you I know anything, but just personally don't know anything. But just from everybody who covers recruiting, they all seem to think he's picking LSU. So be great. Brian Penn. Good morning, Bill Gallion. Good morning, Chase Pellegrin, Ricky Lambert. What's going on? Oh, that makes sense. Thank you, Caleb. Absolutely. Yeah, that makes sense. So Gabe's at Florida State. Gabe Fertitta, who, of course, was Catholic's coach, who spent a year at Louisville. Now he's an analyst at Florida State. That, of course, makes perfect sense. And you know what's weird? I actually, who said that? Sorry. That, Facebook. Ugh. Caleb. Yeah, I actually yesterday went back and listened to the time we had Gabe on AFR in the summer of 2020 when Shelton Sampson first popped because they had that Cur Dog combine over at Catholic during COVID because guys couldn't go to camps or anything. So and that's when Shelton Sampson ran like a 4.35. So I went back and listened to that interview yesterday. So can't believe that didn't pop right into my mind. Chuck Sanchez, what's up, Chuck? Get it? Up, Chuck? Craig Saylor, what's up? Bo Brown, what game would you like to see in person this year? Bama. I mean, it's always that, right? It's when Tiger Stadium will be at full throat and it's most voracious. So that'd be the one. Matt Lusto, Trivia Carter, Storm DeWitt. Good morning, Jesse Brown. Morning, Matt. Staying home today with sick kids, listening to your show in South Carolina. All right, Jesse. Well, sorry to hear that the kiddos are a little under the weather, but thanks for watching. Appreciate that. Rapid batches, Larry Garner, Weston Weaver, Casey Smith, Matthew Vincent. Good morning, Matt. What's your take on Deshaun Watson? Should he be suspended for more games? Also, if Shelton Sampson signs with LSU, do you think other Louisiana recruits will follow? On Deshaun Watson, look, man, I know the NFL has their personal conduct policy, right? So there doesn't have to be a legal conviction for the NFL to levy a punishment. The hardest part for me with the whole thing is Deshaun Watson was never indicted. I understand everything that everybody has said. I understand the number of allegations. A lot of those accusers have been paid to settle. I just know that, like, I mean, I don't know if you used this before, but the old adage is a grand jury would indict a ham sandwich. An indictment isn't a conviction. An indictment is just saying there is probable cause that warrants bringing charges for further investigation. That's it. It is so easy to get an indictment. The fact that they didn't even get a grand jury indictment says, like, but do they actually have any evidence whatsoever of any wrongdoing? Anyway, I know that's not popular. A lot of people hear that and they're like, how could you? There's so many women. And I get it. But the Duke lacrosse thing looked really compelling. And I guess I've just learned that lesson enough times to always be cautious. So I don't know. Anyway, as far as Shelton Sampson, will other recruits follow? Shoot, I hope so. A rapid batch of SummerSlam Saturday was pretty good. Vince being gone already making a difference. I know you're not a wrestling fan, just throwing it out there. Yeah, I could not care an ounce less than I do. Now, 10-year-old Matt would have been all about it. 10-year-old Matt would have been bugging his parents to buy the pay-per-view. 10-year-old Matt did bug his parents to buy the pay-per-view, as my dad who's watching can attest. 40-year-old Matt is not interested. Ryan Rogers, morning, Matt. Who's your MLB team? Yankees, disappointing loss last night, or yesterday afternoon, actually. Freaking blew it. Hughes gave up a 3-run home run in the ninth. Anyway. And then LeMahieu actually singled, and they had Judge up with a chance to tie it on one swing. He flew out to right. Anyway. Damon Hinderberger, let's see. Nunez beat the brakes off of Pena as well. Yeah, I saw a unanimous decision. I'm looking forward to the trilogy fight, though. We talked about that a bit yesterday. Donovan Peterson, hopefully Tyron reports to camp soon. There was some thought that he might be there today. At least somebody told me that over the weekend. But then there were other people over the weekend who said they think he's done. So I don't know. Like, I'm telling you flatly, I don't know. Like, there's seemingly no consensus. A lot of people are concerned, obviously, when he scrubbed all the Saints stuff from his Instagram account. I understand why you'd be apprehensive. The Saints need him, but they need to be patient and just let him. He's a veteran. Tyrann Mathieu don't need training camp. Let him take care of whatever he's got to take care of, and hopefully he gets in the right frame of mind and settles whatever's going on to where he can get back and play because they need him. Edward O. got the crabs. What's good, Matthew? Good morning. Good morning. Juan, good morning. Did you read Wilson Alexander's article on the Times pick yesterday about LSU's NIL program? What are your thoughts on the program and on Taylor Jacobs? I did not read Wilson's piece. Taylor was on AFR last week. I think that any type of organization around NIL is a very good thing. As a matter of fact, today I will be recording the first episode of a new NIL podcast with Jonathan Pixley from Matchpoint. So that'll drop weekly here moving forward. We'll record it on Mondays. So yeah, I mean, I think all that is I mean, the significant part of the Louisiana law that was altered was allowing LSU to facilitate NIL deals. Previously, a coach and administrator couldn't tell a kid, hey, call this guy, or call this business, or call, whatever. Now they can. So that type of organization will help facilitate more deals, which is a good thing. Matt Lusto saw Will Clark tweet. One of the few baseball brags I have. Where did Clark go to high school again? Calicut? Cliff Nelson, morning Scone. Coming to you live from Houston. Colby says hi. What's up, Colby? Good morning. Hashtag Team Drew. Love it. Hope y'all are doing awesome. Brett DeGro, morning Matt. Jordy is talking smack this morning saying he's going to sell out the Roofing King Scone. That's so good. Jordy texted me this morning, said they turn on WAFB at 6:45 a.m. I'm like, okay. And he had on a Hutco hat. So I know Jordy and Terrio spoke last week. I don't know the extent of their of the agree. Like, I don't know what terms he did, whatever, all that stuff. But bro, Jordy's my guy. He's a hustler, always has been. I want to say hustler. I mean that in a very positive way. Like, dude hustles like no one I've ever met. So we got Jordy involved with Hudco. I'm fired up for it. And I will never, by the way, Brett, I will never ever be confused with being the roofing king. Yes, I will absolutely promote Hudco, and I will do everything I can to help people facilitate and make sure that we give great customer service. And if you have questions, I'll get answers and all that sort of stuff. But brother, I think I've been on 2 roofs since I started the Hudco thing. It's about knowing your role and knowing your lane and staying in it. There's dudes and ladies who are far more equipped than I to handle that part of the business. I'll just keep making the phones ring. So let's see, Brett. I was a big wrestling fan as a kid. Don't care anymore. I think I'm gonna have to take my son to Friday Night SmackDown in October. See, look, Brett. If I had a son that was interested, I'd 100% take my son. Like, absolutely. But just my own personal, left that a long time ago. Mark Allen, do you know how many prospects the Yankees gave up for Joey Gallo? I liked the deal when they did it too. I mean, big power hitter like that. I mean, no, he strikes out a ton, but on the short porch, let's see here. Oh, God, I forgot. Let's see. Oh, God, I forgot. Josh Smith was part of the Joey Gallo deal. I totally forgot Josh Smith was part of that deal. Of course, he's become a starter now in Texas. So it was Josh Smith, Ezekiel Duran, Trevor Hulver, Glenn Otto. So it's 4 prospects. Three of the 4 have already made their big league debut with the Rangers. Now, a big part of that, obviously, is the fact that the Rangers weren't very good when they made the deal. But I totally forgot that Josh Smith was part of the Gallo deal. That makes me really sad. Brandon Williams, good morning. Matt, I know where Will Clark went to high school. Come on, bro. I'm just jabbing you. I'm not giving you and Gordy Rush the satisfaction. All right, y'all, smash that like button if you would. YouTube, if you're new, please subscribe up to the YouTube channel. Just hit the red subscribe button. It's free. That's how our stuff pops into your feed. Facebook, like the page, share the post. Remember, y'all, Brock Rock and Wine is Saturday. brortho.com to get your tickets, brortho.com. If for no other reason, I mean, look, great wine and food and live music and all that jazz. Live and silent auction, but also you get to go hang out in South Stadium Club in Tiger Stadium on a Saturday night. Pretty cool. Reagan Lee, do you still know the streak on days in a row for Morning Scone? Well, yeah. I mean, what's today, 1591? Just look, if you ever look at the episode, they're counted sequentially. So today is 1,591 consecutive days. Bubba Tatum, good morning. Kerry Hughes, I'm not buying the Nuss hype. Are you? Here's the thing, Kerry. There's a lot that I like about Garrett Nussmeier. He's got a really good arm. So physically, good arm. I think he's a really good athlete as well. I love that he's the son of a coach who I don't think is going to be overwhelmed ever by the moment. The reputation of being careless with the ball does worry me, especially in a young player, because that will lose you games. But I think that can also be coached out of a player. So I don't know that I'm hype on redshirt freshman Garrett Nussmeier in 2022, but Garrett Nussmeier in 23, 24 as a more veteran player, yeah, I mean, I could see him being great. Nicole Haverd, Tyler Alexander, good morning. Ryan Dixon, what high school did Sampson go to? Cali High. Brant Roban, Shelby Kelly, I'm officially in football mode. Equally as hyped for the Pels and LSU baseball. Going to be a fun fall, winter. I agree with you, Shelby. All the local teams seem to be pointed in the right direction. I think LSU men's basketball, we have to calibrate our expectations accordingly. There with Matt McMahon, but baseball should be great. Pels are going to be a playoff team. Kim Mulkey, they're going to be completely legit this year. And of course, it's football season. Football's always fun. Brian Arsenault, Matt, how many of these early 2023 commitments will end up signing with LSU? I have no idea. I mean, there's always defections. Remember, DeColdis Crawford was an LSU commit. He's now in Nebraska. Sometimes that's the player leaving. Sometimes that's team takes a commitment early in the process and late in the process doesn't have a spot for player. Now, the interesting part of that, though, is now you remember there is no hard cap of 25 anymore. So you can sign as many as you want, as long as you don't go over 85 scholarship players. So if there's a player you like, take him. Lowell Cormier, good morning. Tyler, what do you think the Saints' biggest weakness will be this year? Tight end, unless a Troutman comes along. Maybe running back, depending on how long Kamara's out. Quentin Brakebill, good morning. But the biggest unknown, Tyler, I'll tell you, is just Sean Payton. I mean, he's a Hall of Fame coach, greatest coach in the history of your organization. I don't want to completely overlook and undervalue what Peyton's absence will mean. We'll see. Shelby, I know you have your grammatical pet peeves. The people that say, I could care less when describing how little they care sets me off. Yes, I agree with you. You could not care less. If you could care less, then go ahead and care less. But you could not care less, meaning you care the minimum amount. That's correct. Chris Roy, good morning. Father John David Mathern, I know I'm late to the party, but the Will Stout convo was great. Any chance LSU will try to get it back? I don't think so. But that doesn't necessarily mean Will Stout won't be producing LSU content this fall. Tease. Brian Wynn, does Drew have an NIL deal in place with Hutco yet? Drew gets basically everything he needs because of, well, radio, but Hutco. Anyway, if he'd wear the hat, sling him some cash. Thomas Bergeron, good morning. Okay, any more? Ryan Rogers, the Rangers appreciate Josh Smith. He is badass. Josh Smith has had a great start to his pro career. He's played third. He's played left. He can handle the bat. They trust him to bat leadoff. Just really, really good pro, man. He's going to play for a long time. Okay, y'all. That'll do it for us here. Hope you're having an awesome Monday. Smash that like button. LSU Daily. I told you LSU Daily will drop at 6 a.m. And it will every other day this week. For me to do so on Monday, I would have to go up to work on Sunday and put it together, unless if I can figure out how to do it from home. But anyway, so LSU Daily coming up, and then AFR 3, and we'll look forward to seeing y'all then. Have a great day. Peace.